weren't you, on the other side? Poor woman had to put up with 3 high school boys.
Well, I might add that Mr. Neal on the house he's constructing now, there was no place to drain the water to the curb line. At my instructions, he dug a large pit filled full of stone, and it will be covered, and it'll be a yard, but it will be like a sump the water can go into and then permeate out over a period of time, rather than run to the street.
Right.
Jamie, as far as the stormwater drainage, when we were preparing this, I consulted with Kathy, and she said that since the whole site was less than 1 acre of ground, the city ordinance did not require a stormwater drainage plan at this time. So we have not, the whole site was 2/3 of an acre. So that's why that's not, they not hire,
That's just,
a civil engineer. But that's
the concern, I guess.
right. But if Steve's, maybe that's a good way to address it.
What's the, both these combined were how much again?
2.65, 2/3 of an acre, 0.65.
Total is each?
Total.
Okay, so this whole, the whole, everything that's within Central, Davidson, and Hendricks is how much? The church, the current house, the parsonage, what was that whole?
Gosh, I don't know.
3.65. That included 8/10 of an acre that was dedicated to the city for the second half of the street right of way, because it was never done on the original.
Okay.
But yeah, the church owned originally 3.65 acres.
That includes the house that's already there.
That's the whole area, right?
This is the original foundation. This is like 3/4 of an acre, 2/3 of an acre. That was 2/3, and then this was 3/4. And this got
Right.
reconfigured. So all that parking lot for the church.
This is a house.
This is now, as to a house.
Are there any regulations, I probably should know this, are there any regulations about new home going in that has to match existing homes?
There's no covenants.
No, okay.
I mean, maybe there's a newer subdivision, but the old addition.
It could be under covenants in a new subdivision, but not in the old.
Well, we want to make the houses look and be compatible to what's there. We just don't want to bring something in that's simply, we don't want to affect the regions. We want to keep the values up, because that's why people buy homes, is to keep the value up. So this is, we want to put the kind of homes in there that's going to match.
You have a gentleman back here like to
Okay,
speak.
any other questions of the commission of Mr. Neal and Mr. Sholey? Have adjourned none. Sir, please approach, state your name for the record.
My name is James Cutter, and I live right straight across from where they're building, and I don't think there's enough room to put 2 houses in there. According to the big houses on the corner, it's got a lot nicer yard. If you put 2 houses in there, in that section, it's gonna have, what's gonna happen, the ground is sloped pretty fast. And if you put 1 home in there, it would make a whole lot nicer appearance than what 2 homes would. I don't think there's enough room there for that, for 2 homes. You ain't gonna have much of a yard, and it's gonna butcher that lot. That's my feeling about it.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else from the audience have anything to say on this petition?
I guess I did have one more question for you, sir. When you were asking about the lot sizes, were these comparable to the other lot sizes in the area?
They're comparable to the ones that are around Hendricks. I mean, 172 by 146, and the other is 65 by 163, and the ones that are around Hendricks are like in the 80s, about the same depth, so they're a tad bit smaller. I'm still, I mean, from the pictures I've seen, if in zoned R2, lot sizes are comparable. I think that that house that he showed the picture of would be a very attractive house. I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around just water flow and storm water flow. I think where I'm at is, I'm thinking I'd like to have a motion to continue this till next month, so we've got more time to dig into the stormwater and just understand what we're looking at there. Thoughts?
No, I'm right there with you. I think that's probably the biggest concern is we don't want to create another issue by law or make the situation worse. It's already.
Roy, what do you think?
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the houses that he wants to put in there, but I know from having lived there years ago that water is an issue, and I think we need to, if we're gonna approve this, we need to have more information about the water, because it's always been a problem. Anybody has to drive through there in the morning, going to school or anywhere. Steve lived for years around LA, you know, the water's always a problem there, so I'd go for finding out some more information just about the water if we're gonna make 2 lots.
Okay, Mark?
I'll make a motion that we table it till next month so we can further research information about the water flow and storm drainage.
And then if you want to add to that, I'll meet with Ron and Kathy, and we'll get a plan put together. So I have a motion, I have a second. Okay, all in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay, so we're going to continue that till next month. Old business, other items of interest from Plan Commission members. Having heard none, make a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a- Kathy?
Just for your property owners, you received a notice about this meeting. You will not receive another notice, so the next meeting is scheduled to be September
She was just a little
18th.
girl, but now what, she be 45?
Oh, yeah.
Same time, the BCA meets first, and there is,
Us,
right now, there will be a meeting first for the
three little
BCA.
boys and a little girl.
So that it will be immediately
You
following.
stay here,
I wish I
Joe.
could tell
You
you
take care,
like
okay?
definite time, but it's just following immediately after the board is signing of this. Thank you.
All right, so I had a motion to adjourn by Roy and Steve said at the same time, so we'll give it to Roy and give Steve the second, so have a motion to meeting adjourned.